Quest 2 and Quest Pro are getting permanent price cuts. That's right, starting on March 5th, the Quest 2 256GB version is going to be $429.99, and the Quest Pro is going to be $999. These are permanent price drops. It does not affect the 128GB version of the Quest. That's going to stay at $399, and then for just $30 more, you can get the 256GB version. Refurbished 256 is going to drop down to $399. After the other day's video about the Quest 3, this makes a lot of sense. My personal guess on this is not that they're trying to sell out stock, but that they're trying to actually drop the price, so when they release the Quest 3, it can be $499 or $450 or whatever it's going to be. Under $500, I believe, is what it's supposed to still be, and that would allow for the Quest 2 to sell and the Quest 3 to sell. According to what we talked about the other day, the Quest 3 is going to be more of an enthusiast's headset, where it's going to cost more, but you're going to get more out of it. Personally, I think the Quest 2 is not going anywhere, and it's going to stay a valid device, and the Quest 3 is going to essentially be a Quest Pro, or what I would think should have been a Quest Pro, not what we got as a Quest Pro. Not to say I don't like the Quest Pro, just that the naming convention was a little odd for this. I think if they were going to do the enthusiast version for the Quest and leave Quest 2 on the market, it should have been Quest 2 and Quest Pro, or maybe Quest 2 Pro, and that would be confusing now. So if it's going to be Quest 3, it's going to be meant for enthusiasts, I believe, according to what we saw the other day, and the Quest 2 is going to stay on the market at the current prices, at least for a while. It is possible that the price could drop more when Quest 3 launches, but we'll have to wait and see. Prices fluctuated on these things, so I'm not really sure what to say about pricing, but $999 honestly is actually a pretty darn good deal for a brand new Quest Pro, considering what it has. But I would wait until the fall. Unless you really care about face and eye tracking, then I would wait till fall to see what the Quest 3 is actually going to bring us. One interesting tidbit of information that I did not mention the other day is that according to the information released in the Verge website article, Meta is actually looking at releasing another VR headset next year, not to replace the Quest 3 that's coming, but as a less expensive alternative. That, my guess, would be something like a Quest 3 Lite or something along those lines. That'll probably be like the Quest 2 equivalent with the newer technology. So built a little bit cheaper, maybe not all of the stuff in the Quest 3. Some people will probably speculate that it won't have controllers, it'll just use hand tracking. That's possible, maybe, because they've been doing a lot of updates to hand tracking and what's going on with it. Personally, I think it'll probably just have the more simplified controllers, probably the same lenses with pancake lenses as the Quest 3, but maybe not some of the upgraded chipset, or I don't know, some other differences. If it's the case, they're going to release something that's more early consumer based, not so much enthusiast based. That could actually make the price of it go down even farther. Now, I still don't think Quest 2 is going to go anywhere. I think we're going to be okay for a while, especially if they launch a Quest 3 Lite or whatever that is not quite as enthusiast based as the Quest 3 launching later on this year. With all of that said, I don't think Quest 2 is going anywhere. So if you're looking for a Quest 2, this could be a great time to buy it, especially if you get it refurbished for $399 for a 256GB version. When it comes to other news for the Quest, we've got a brand new game that's coming out at the end of the month on the 30th. I've actually been looking forward to this game. This is called The Last Worker. It's something that reminds me of a mixture of Portal and Amazon for some reason, and I've said that, I think, in every video that I've covered this game. It looks like a lot of fun, like a futuristic kind of messed up world. I don't know, but it looks fun anyways, and I can't wait to play it. That is supposed to launch on all platforms it's coming out for on the 30th, and including the Quest platform as well. Now, this experience just launched officially on the Quest store, and it's not going to be for everyone, but it's free, and I think it's going to be really fun to mess around with. This is called Flipside XR. This is essentially like a mocap animation studio that you can create videos with friends or by yourself and playing all the characters in virtual reality by setting up cameras, recording, doing all the motions, the audio, there's sound effects, there's sets, there's props. It honestly looks like a fully fleshed out animation studio with a built-in simplified mocap system that you can use to create animations, shows, talk shows, interviews, vlogs, whatever. I am extremely excited to jump into this thing. I'm actually going to check it out today, I think, because I kind of want to create a sitcom in virtual reality. Let me know down in the comments below what you would want to see as a sitcom in VR, if you would want to be involved, or if you have any ideas for me, because I think it'd be hilarious to have a sitcom in virtual reality that's all done in VR, an animated sitcom. I just think it'd be cool. What would make it even cooler is if they could support face and eye tracking with the Quest Pro, because that would make things even more emotive. Not sure if that's going to happen or if it works. I haven't really looked into it. Hopefully it'll be added later on, but honestly, I'm really excited to check this thing out because I've always wanted to do like mocap animation stuff, but I'm not experienced enough to do that kind of stuff, and I'm really excited just for a simplified version. I used to play as a kid with like these animation studios. I don't know if you ever saw, there's this Nickelodeon animation studio. I can't even remember what it was called. I'm pretty sure it was Nickelodeon, and it had like all these animations from Buttered Toast Man to, you know, the Real Monsters characters, and you created these animations. And there's this Spider-Man one too, where you could create all this Spider-Man animations. They're flat, but I would like draw webs because they didn't actually have webs. I don't even remember what they were. I'll put them on the screen if I actually can find something. But I used to play with these so much when I was a kid, and I had so much fun with them, and they were a lot of fun, and I really want to try this out. I'd love to get some actors together and put together a real sitcom with a laugh track, and I don't know. I'm going off the rails now. This has nothing to do with Quest, but I'm legitimately excited for this, so I think I'm going to check it out, hopefully as soon as possible. Well, that's pretty much it for Quest news for this week and into the weekend, so let me know down below what you think of the price drop, the strategy that they're using, all that stuff. I'm curious to see what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to find out more about the Quest 3, click that button right there on the screen.